Thank you, dear Chair. Actually, so much was already told, and after excellent contributions of all of my colleagues, there is not so much left for me. Allow me to start with my highest regards for Mrs. Mariam Rajavi, her public activity. I would like to reflect that almost 30 years after this massacre that happened in prisons of Iran, actually it is due to her activity and all people combating for truth about human rights situation, about the nature of Iranian regime, that we face their fear. We Poles do have our own experience with massacre or massive violations of human rights, massive killings, genocides. And we know that every perpetrator, sooner or later, tries to hide the evidence of this massacre. And learning about ways of trying to hide the places, the graves of victims of these massacres means that fear is already there. It is right that so-called moderate President Rouhani is also responsible for the increase of violations of human rights, actually, when we look in statistics and details. And also, we should deplore the way of introducing perpetrators of crimes to the ruling elites of the country. As in capacity as chair of subcommittee on defense, I take usually to the agenda of subcommittee the situation in the Middle East, and upcoming events are also to describe by participation of experts and politicians the situation in the Middle East and very questionable contribution of Iran to solving of extremely dire security situation there. Towards the end of September, we'll have deliberations in SEDE on this, as well as several other events linking policies in the Middle East to policies also of Iran and the regime of President Rouhani. Naturally, I know that in diplomacy, gestures are important, are very important, and Federica Mogherini playing the role of high representative, diplomatic representative of the EU, should be very cautious in these gestures. I think that her participating in the swearing in of the president was a mistake, a foreign affairs mistake. Thank you.